The last 2 days for Bitcoin here in month of August now is looking, or to be honest, we will definitely close this monthly chart here with minus 6.1% here. When we're looking here also on the monthly return on Bitcoin, it looks not that good for Bitcoin, even if in all of August, so even last year, years before. This is not only the bad and not only the worst thing, because especially like last year and the years before, the September, October, November had been the best months on Bitcoin. And so this is also something else what we expecting here in the next couple of weeks, or especially in September, November, October on Bitcoin here. We will also talk today a little bit more about the market himself. So we broke already here to the downside on Bitcoin yesterday. The Nasdaq also opened very bearish, which brings us to a price target here around $108,600. I thought many times already in the middle of the week that we have to keep an eye about the $108,000 level. Even also, then we have to quick look on the liquidation, because on the liquidation, to be honest, it's looking more bullish for us for Bitcoin. Here on the liquidation, we can see very clearly that the main liquidity is just sitting here to the upside. So, which gave us a little bit more room here to the upside. So let's directly start here on Bitcoin on the start here on the daily chart. Because on the daily chart, it looks super ugly here for Bitcoin. Daily chart, we broke also our supported area here down below at around $110,000. So which is, to be honest, very bad here for Bitcoin. So in the next couple of days, we definitely have to come here in the more higher direction. So I want to see here in the next days something like this going here to the upside, because if we are not able to reclaim here $110,000, so at least this level here, we'll talk later about in the lower time zones, especially more about the zone we have to get here. But when we have a quick look also on the indicators, we can see when we are not able here, let's get it back, if we are not able here to come back here over $109,000, the next direction here for Bitcoin would be definitely here, a little bit more downside move here. So in direction of the next supported area down below at the 200 moving average here around $104,000. I talked about many times in our Telegram channel about this level, that as soon we are breaking here this structure here to the downside, or at least break here the 50 moving average to the downside, expect here a move in direction of the 200 moving average on the daily chart. Even there, we definitely have to get some support, because if we don't get some support here at the 200 moving average, then it could go even lower. So I want to see definitely here a move here on the 200 moving average to the upside, forming like a better support to get here into higher target zones. This is also the next area I'm looking for a long position. So if you are waiting also for getting a new long position, especially for a swing position, this is the area we definitely have to facing here around. So kind of around 105. We can also check on the liquidations if we have some more liquidity coming in here around $104,000. So here at 104,000, there are some liquidity sitting. And we're going to the 48-hour chart, there will not any visible big liquidity. There's only less liquidity sitting here at around $107,000 on the 3-daily chart on the liquidation heat map. But expect here, if the Nasdaq is also getting more rejected to the downside, that Bitcoin will also keep following here. So we can also have a look later on the Nasdaq very quickly. So this one would be definitely an area I want to get in a new long position. So something like here around this level, maybe facing a little bit or shooting over a little bit here on the 200 moving average, something like this. I want to place also my new long position. I take all my trade position here on Bitunix. You even also get the link to Bitunix, or if you not have an account yet on Bitunix, just go in the video description there. You can also join here on Bitunix. There's a nice campaign still running, so you get like So you get like a 20% deposit bonus, and even also you get the VIP trading level. So it saves you also extra fees on Bitcoin. So as soon we're getting here in this direction of, yeah, 103,000 US dollars, I would definitely place a next limit order for my swing position. Stop loss quite very close, because as soon we're getting the 200 moving average to the downside broken, I expect here definitely a move here in direction of 100,000 US dollars. Trade target for my swing position would be here around 130,000 US dollars. So kind of like breaking in the next all-time high, which also gave us a trade ratio, which is very good for 23-1. So this is definitely a good trade ratio we have also here for a swing position. So at least if we are not able over the weekend to claim here over, yeah, what is it exactly? Yeah, over the weekend we definitely have to claim here this bar here right now. So assume we are not able to claim here over the weekend this zone here, we should expect a little bit more move to the downside, especially when we seeing here the 50 moving average also came on top of us. Let's get also some other more indicators in. Let's remove this one and get the next one. Also here we can see very clearly the 15 moving average is here in top of us, which gave us more resistance here on Bitcoin. So at least we definitely have to break it, especially here on the 1 hourly chart, the 50 moving average. So there's two scenarios. One scenario, we are able to flip this here, the 109,000 US dollars to the upside, break the 50 moving average, retesting the 50 moving average, and then going here into higher levels. At least we definitely have to go here above 113,000 US dollars to face a little bit more bullish here on Bitcoin. But at least if this one is not happening, expect here a move a little bit more to the downside in direction of 104,000 US dollars. Exactly what we're also seeing here on the 4-hourly chart. So when we keep a quiet look also on the 4-hourly chart, we see building a lot of wicks here on the 4-hourly chart. Also here at 107,000 US dollars. So yesterday on the US market opening, the Nasdaq was kind of like reacting more to the downside. We can also have a look on the Nasdaq quite quickly. Let's get also the Nasdaq here directly in, and we can also see yesterday on the daily chart, we see a big candle also on the Nasdaq. And as long the Nasdaq will not find here any support here, expect also for Bitcoin making here lower levels. The good part of the Nasdaq is right now that we keep our uptrend still intact. So as you can see, we are still in our uptrend here right now, especially on the daily chart, on the 4-hourly chart as well. So as soon the US market opened on Monday, the traditional market will also trading there. We definitely have to hold this area on the Nasdaq. If our uptrend is here not holding on the Nasdaq, expect also the Nasdaq moving a little bit more to the downside. Next support for the Nasdaq will be here this 50 moving average on the daily chart for the Nasdaq, which gave us kind of like 2% or 1.5% to the downside. And if the Nasdaq is following the direction to the downside, don't expect here Bitcoin making here higher moves. Also Bitcoin will follow here in direction of 104,000 US dollars. You see also here 4-hourly chart, 200 moving average is also sitting there. The only thing what makes me here a little bit more bullish, especially over the weekend here right now, while the traditional market is not trading here, when we go here on the 15-minute chart, we're kind of now on the way to break here into the next resistance line. So as soon we're breaking here this resistance here to the upside, we are also forming here like a kind of uptrend here. So at least we finally we also flipped here the 15-minute chart, the 50 moving average here to the upside. So there could be also like a small scalp position also getting ready. So soon we're getting like maybe like a retest here on the 50 moving average. We can scalp this here to the upside. So maybe over the live stream we get here also a nice trade entry. We keep this till in mind. So let's have a quick look on the 5-minute chart if we can see it a little bit more clearer of the 5-minute chart. Also here on the 5-minute chart, it could be like we're getting like a little bit more like a scalp entry here right now. So if I keep the chart still open, so we follow our chart analysis. But if we are getting here in direction of 108,500 US dollars, we could potentially open a short scalp here. Let's mark this also still here. Let's go here on the 5-minute chart. We can position a small one. So at least also here. Yeah, if we came down here in direction of 108,300 US dollars, there we can open a short, small scalp position. Even also here on the 50 moving average, we can potentially open one. It's not more the safer one. The safer one would be here around, yeah, kind of this range here. So there we have potentially see a next entry here for Bitcoin. So I expect here something like this. One more test here of our support line and then break this here to the upside. So this one could be already a position we can get here. As long we're not getting the breakout yet, if we're getting the breakout yet here to the upside, we can also wait here for the retest and trade this then also here to the upside. But it would be more like a scalp position, so a quick in and quick out, a little bit quick money here. So let's see if the trade came a little bit more down to catch our entry down below there. But when we are having a clear look on the liquidation, we can see, especially on the weekly chart, the liquidity is just sitting to the upside. So the main direction for Bitcoin should be here around 114,000 US dollars. And this is also the exactly level we definitely have to break here to get here more into, yeah, bullish move, because when we're getting here also on the 1 hourly chart, let's get here on the 1 hourly chart for Bitcoin. Remove some indicators here, so to see it a little bit more clearer. So also here on the 1 hourly chart, yeah, we are still in our downtrend. So at least we definitely have to break here our downtrend to the upside. So if we count this one as our channel, yeah, kind of like we are trading right now in the channel. So we have our resistance over here, and also our support down below here. So like a little bit more like a falling wedge a little bit. So assume we're getting here the breakout. This was also a nice trade entry. So even also here you get a nice trade entry for the next couple of, yeah, I think, yeah, kind of like beginning of the week, we should potentially see here a breakout for Bitcoin if we're finally getting here our break of our resistance line over there. Target for this falling wedge would be the top of the falling wedge, which is here around, yeah, the all-time high. So definitely expect also here a move here on Bitcoin if we are breaking our falling wedge here to the upside, the move in direction, so something like this, retest in direction of the all-time high. So something, this one could be also a pattern we can trade here for Bitcoin on the 1 hourly chart. But we are waiting for our trade entry here. Just came a little bit more down here on the 5-minute chart. So as you know, as soon we're getting a little bit more to the downside, we can potentially open here a long position. I will get me also ready here on Bitfinex. If you don't have an account on Bitfinex yet, just go in the video description or they're also in the chat box. You have also the link directly to Bitfinex. They have still a campaign running, so you claim directly 20% deposit bonus, get even also the trading level for free. So you just save also here on the fees. So definitely check this out. So we're waiting here for Bitcoin came a little bit down to getting here in a new long position. If Bitcoin takes a little bit more time, mark your entry here or just set a limit order down below here at 108,400, 500 US dollar in kind of this range. Keep the stop loss here around the last low, which would be here like around 108,100 US dollars. Give it a little bit more room. You can potentially also set it like here a little bit more closer, but give the trade a little bit more room, especially over the weekend. The order blocks or the order book are not that full. So it's kind of empty order box. So it could be also that we're seeing some more wicks here on Bitcoin, especially on the 5-minute chart or on the 15-minute chart over there. Yeah, that's basically also waiting here for Bitcoin for the next entry. Let's see if we are getting here now our entry on the 5-minute chart. Let's get here. A little bit more room we definitely have to need here. I don't want to rush here in this trade too quickly. So we definitely keep here still some waitings until Bitcoin is here moving in the direction. Overall, Bitcoin on the August not doing that good, 6% overall in loss, but we know the next couple of months would be very better, as the past was showing us. So the last year and the year before, 7% on December, 10% in October, 37% in November. So the next couple of months would be like exactly the month we are waiting for. And trust me, the month September, October, November, these are the months you will make here definitely a lot of money here in the crypto market. So definitely position yourself, especially also on some altcoins. We will talk tomorrow a little bit more on altcoins, because before we want to rush in an altcoin, we have to wait until Bitcoin hits finally his support here. Finally, it looks a little bit, especially on the 5-minute chart, that Bitcoin is here forming something like a support level down below there. But for now, we definitely have to hold here $108,500, as I mentioned already before this morning in our Telegram channel. If you're not part of the Telegram channel, also join there. Link down below in the video description. I gave to you there every day an update about the actually crypto market. Even also every day you get an update here on YouTube. So definitely like this video or like this stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. And yeah, then we're still waiting here for Bitcoin making the next trade move. I will set my limit order. I will also keep you updated in the Telegram channel if our limit order get catched, or even if we are waiting for our limit order here. I hold also crypto, so I have also a crypto portfolio holding. I have it all on my ledger. Trading I do all here on Bitfinex. I put mainly the trade or the winning trades I'm getting here on the platform. I put it in my holding portfolio. Mostly my main coins are Bitcoin and Ethereum. We can also talk later a little bit more about Ethereum. We can get here in the chart of Ethereum what is Ethereum doing. But mainly my main coins are Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm heavily invested in Solana also. So these are three my main coins. And the last couple of weeks and couple of months are showing that is exactly these coins are performing way better than some other smaller coins. I will definitely also get in some altcoin positions in the next couple of days, definitely, because as soon we're getting here, finally the big support on Bitcoin, I expect also a rotation on the altcoins, and then see also the altcoin rally is finally playing out. We can also have a look on the altcoin season index. We kind of get here on the altcoin season index here around, what is it? 59%, especially on last year in December. We already saw the altcoin season index here around 88%. So as soon we're getting also in direction of 85%, I will definitely sell also my altcoin positions, because one of the time we will get even lower and even also get the next bounce here to the upside. And I don't want to wait until, it's like kind of a year. So imagine you don't sell your altcoin portfolio in the last year. You're still waiting for the profits here. And this is not what I want to do. I want to take these profits, want to reinvest this profit in some other project, or also in my trading account. So to trade this, to trade this money a little bit more higher. So this is exactly what I'm waiting for, especially in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. We should expect here also on the altcoin season index a little bit more room here to the upside. We can also have a look on the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is still falling now a little bit. When we go on the daily chart, which we can see over there, we're kind of like on the way to our proper altcoin run here. So as you can see here, we broke here our channel here to the downside, and now facing our target, what we're discussing here on the channel many times, of 55% there. If we are reaching this kind of level, we definitely will here be in a proper altcoin run. Also, the Bitcoin dominance get here now some support about the 200 moving average here on the Bitcoin dominance, but as soon this one will also broke it to the downside, expect also on the altcoins a massive run over there. But we have to wait until the Nasdaq is performing a little bit better, because if the Nasdaq will not find here any support on the traditional market. Also, Bitcoin will not find any support there. And if Bitcoin will not find any support, also the altcoins will not trade that good. Even if we look on Ethereum, Ethereum is right now in our buy zone right now. So it's a great opportunity also to get here in a new swing position on Ethereum. We have our Ethereum position still running. I can also show you quickly on our trade update. So we opened our Ethereum position around, what was it, like around 2,000, 2,600, 2,900 US dollars. So kind of like around here we open our position. So I can just quickly, briefly show you also our Ethereum position. So here on Ethereum, we are up like around, 4,000% here on Ethereum. As you can see, we entered Ethereum around 2,950 US dollars. I will hold this trade till Ethereum hits his bull market top. So my main target, I have two targets. First target, I will take some profits, is here around 5,000 US dollars. And the next target then around 6,000 US dollars. And the great part about our Ethereum trade, I want to also show you which strategy I use. We went in this trade here. I don't know exactly which margin we used before, but I already scale up this trade, and we're just using a margin of $1.50, and we are up like 4,500% here. I use my 125x strategy. If you want to know a little bit more about the strategy, I will record a video today about the strategy. So I will definitely share the strategy in the next couple of days here also on the channel. So definitely subscribe to the channel that you don't miss out when I publish also my 125x leverage strategy, especially for scalping. It's a nice strategy which works out perfectly, especially if you are having like a smaller accounts. You can just trade them very quickly into bigger amounts, because let me explain you a little bit quick about the strategy. So the strategy is you're getting an entry on a different pair. Even it doesn't can be Ethereum, it can be a Bitcoin, works on all time frames. And as soon you're getting in profit, you secure your profits with your stop loss, so that you will not stop out anymore. And then you increase your margin and decrease, or increase first your leverage and then decrease your margin. So you have like the same trade amount already running, but you're using not that crazy margin. So this is a very nice strategy, especially if you are a beginner or just having a smaller account. There you can try out the strategy very perfectly on your daily trades. Even also, I do this strategy exactly on my copy trading. So if you also want to join there, you find also all the information about on this channel. So definitely check out when the video get published. I think I recorded today, so I think in the next couple of days, maybe around the beginning of the week, I will upload the videos, so you can definitely also take part of the 125x strategy. Otherwise, let's have one more look on Ethereum, because there we was talking about. So Ethereum is still in our buy zone, perfect buy zone where we can enter for a new long position, especially for the swing one. So main target for me would be here breaking in the next all-time high in direction of 5,000 US dollars. And also on Ethereum, we are still respecting here now our 50 moving average to the upside. So also on Ethereum, we definitely have to break here the 50 moving average here to the upside. It looks not that bearish as on Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, we are a little bit more far away from our 50 moving average. I would not say I'm super bearish on Bitcoin, but on Bitcoin, we are a little bit more in a downtrend. Even also here on Ethereum, let's also remove here some paintings about it. So even on Ethereum, we are still in our downtrend here. So we get rejected here today from the 50 moving average also there. So and as soon we are breaking here, the 50 moving average to the upside, and also reclaim here our resistance line to the upside and get a proper retest. So something like this retest, we can open here a next position here on Ethereum. So kind of like around maybe this evening, if you're going a little bit more sideways, or as soon we're getting the breakout and the flip of the 50 moving average, you can definitely enter also a Ethereum position. So wait until we break here 4,000 $390 or at least flipping the 50 moving average at $4,400 to the upside. If you want to see a better entry, you can also go in lower time frames on a 15-minute chart, what we are seeing here right now. I think there we already flipped the 50 moving average. So let's wait until the indicators are loading. I mainly use the 50 moving average to get here the clear direction for the trend, or the 200 moving average. So there you get the perfect entries also here for, especially on the scalping, or even also on the swing positions on different pairs. Why is the chart here not loading? I have it the whole day already that my trading view is super slow. Now it's loading. Perfect. So here on the 15-minute chart, same scenario as on the 1-hourly chart. Rejected from the 50 moving average. So as soon we're getting the bounce of the 50 moving average here to the upside, expect a move here on Ethereum, even also a little bit higher. On Ethereum, important level also to watch, definitely here, kinda around this level here at $4,500 level. So this one we definitely have to watch here about on Ethereum. We can also have a quick look on the liquidations about Ethereum. So we can go here for Ethereum on the liquidation heat map. On the weekly chart, we have some liquidity also on Ethereum sitting in front of us. So 4,000, it begins $4,600. So this level we definitely have to break here, or $4,400 as I mentioned already before. If this level 4,400 gets breaking into the upside, expect here also short squeeze on Ethereum and grab all the liquidity here around 100 at $4,600 to $4,700. But we here have to keep one thing in mind. Also on Ethereum, we have some more liquidity sitting down below at $4,300 to the downside. So even on Ethereum and on Bitcoin, it depends all on the traditional market. So if the Nasdaq is following more move to the downside, aiming the 50 moving average here on the daily chart, expect also Bitcoin and Ethereum going down. If the traditional market, or especially the Nasdaq, is finding here also some support on Monday when the market is open and getting here into the next all-time high, expect also on Bitcoin way more higher bullish move here to the upside. And then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, definitely keep also a like on the channel. And then we have talked a lot about the crypto market. So you have two different setups. One for Ethereum, breaking our resistance line to the upside, flipping the 50 moving average, and also a second one for Bitcoin. I will also keep you updated later in the Telegram channel, so be part of our Telegram channel. And if you don't have an account on BitUnix right now yet, just go in the video description there, you'll find a link to BitUnix. They have still the campaign running. It's just like 4 or 5 days left till the campaign is running, so definitely make use of it. 20% deposit bonus on top. So imagine you deposit $2,000, you get $400 just in bonuses where you can use for trading purpose. So you can just trade risk-free with some others' money and making here great profits. You can even also withdraw the profits later. So definitely check out in the video description. And that's basically all from the stream today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then we see tomorrow in the next stream or in the update video tomorrow morning.